Alright, hey everybody, this is Ree from Tricore, and this in and of itself is a miracle because it's a little weird. We haven't put anything up in a while, and I'm sure a lot of people thought this channel was dead. But surprise, hello, new video. What a shocker, right? it's been a year, and I'm gonna go into that a bit, but I just wanted to go ahead and make this video to let everybody know that, hey, we're not dead. We are still very much kicking. We're still fighting. We're still planning on making Tricore a thing. We're still working for this channel, even if nothing has been going up, which we know is going down. We know that just the whole thing's kind of dropped dead. We've stopped in the middle of series. We have a butt ton of content that we recorded, and then I just never got around to editing, and then we never got around to get back together and record more, and just a lot of things happened in succession. 2016 and 2015 just together, like the butt end of 2015 all the way through till now has just been one big old train wreck, and I think everybody can relate to that a bit, and it just kind of hit us hard. But we're still here. Me, Lindsay, and Lizzie are all still kicking, still fighting. So I just wanted to make this video to kind of let everybody know what's going on, what's going down, how we're all still functioning, that kind of thing. So, for starters, hi. How's it going, guys? So I can't really talk for the other two too much. I mean, I've kept in contact with them. We're all still doing good, all still doing friends. Things got a little rickety in between, but everything's still all right. We all just graduated high school this past spring, summer. It feels like just yesterday, but I realize it's, as I'm recording this, it's the end of October. Hopefully I'll get this up today. I intend to get this up today. So it feels like everything just happened, but in reality it's been a while, and we've all just been so busy that none of us have really had the chance to breathe and actually enjoy what it feels like to have graduated. With that being said, I think I'm the only one who's currently not in school still. Lizzie is doing college at Ivy Tech, and then Lindsay is doing some, I don't know if it counts as college, but she's doing some extra schooling stuff. I should still be in school. I should be doing some extra classes and finishing up what little high school work I have left, but I'm not, because I'm gonna say I'm lazy, but in reality I've got 5 jobs and I'm losing my mind. So we're all still kicking, still getting a lot of work done. And we all, well, I mean, I shouldn't put words in other people's mouths, but from what I understand, we're all still very much invested in Tricore. I know especially me and Lindsay. I know Lizzie's still invested, but I don't want to put words in anybody's mouth. I just know that I've talked to Lindsay a lot more about this kind of stuff. But we're all still fighting for this. We want to make this a thing. And we've got a lot of plans. We've got a lot of content that we plan on creating. And hopefully, once everything that we've got currently going on is sorted out, we'll be able to make that content and get it out at a regularly scheduled rate. Like Hilly Oasis. If you're like one of the 2 viewers who doesn't know us in real life and hasn't heard our Hilly Oasis spiel 1,000 times over, Hilly Oasis is the web series we've been working on for about 3 years now, that we are planning on animating and then releasing on this channel at a regularly scheduled date throughout, the upcoming years. And as of recently, I just finished writing the voice acting and animation script for the first episode. So that's a huge amount of progress for us to be able to have something tangible like that after so long of working on this. So that was, something that happened semi-recently for the channel. And I don't know. I feel like life has been crazy, but at the same time I feel like we could have been, at least I could have been working harder to make this happen. Part of me knows just how busy I've been. I've been up to like 2, 3 in the morning every night working, trying to get stuff done when I'm not at one of my jobs that actually takes me out of the house. I'm at home, I'm working on print designs or commissions or that kind of thing, trying to get more work out there that I can get out there and sell in order to get more funding. Because I know all 3 of us are working towards the ultimate goal right now of getting moved out and situated on our own. Because when we have that, we'll have a lot more control over our schedules. We'll be able to record at a much more regular date without, worrying about who's at home and who we're going to wake up by recording a video in the middle of the night and that kind of thing. And so because of that, we've all been a little haphazard, I guess, just working towards this goal that feels like it's super far off in the future. And, I mean, I say that, but I feel like we are closer than we've ever been to this, but it feels a lot more tangible now. Like, I've made the goal for myself to try and be moved out by December, which is probably not going to happen, I'll be honest, but it's that goal that keeps me moving forward, and because of it, I'm a lot closer to something even remotely close to that. I feel like I'm repeating words a lot. It's a day. I just woke up not too long ago, but I woke up and I was like, I need to get something on Tricor. It's been too long. So yeah, it's been a year ever since the death of Bowie just sent the universe into chaos, and everybody's suffering for it, and we all know we're all suffering for it. But we're all trooping on. We're all alive, even if some of us got really close to not being alive, and some of us had parts of us die and that kind of thing, etc., etc. There's been a lot of trips to the hospital for all of us, a lot of fighting on all ends, a lot of really unfortunate circumstances and near-death experiences and on all of our parts, and it's not been fun, I'll be honest. It's been a real kick in the butt to keep things PG and family-friendly, even though I'm not sure how much of the channel is going to keep that rating, because it's been, I don't even know how long it's been. I think it's been over a year at this point, but it might have been less, it might have been more. I haven't even checked to see when our last video went out. But we've all changed a lot. We've grown a lot. And while all of us are still the same people, I don't feel like we're even remotely like we used to be. And that makes it a little odd thinking about what content is going to be like in the future, because we had this dynamic to us that I don't know if we have anymore. And I don't think that's a bad thing. I think that's a good thing, really, because looking at who I am now and who I used to be, I've never been happier with myself and with the progress I've made. And looking at Lindsay and looking at Lizzie, I can see that kind of same thing in them. We're all growing into ourselves, in a sense. We're becoming the people that we always kind of had a little bit down inside of us, but we never really knew how to get out. And now we're getting there. And it's a weird thing to see, and it's a weird thing to kind of be making content in the middle of, because it's such a massive shift in what seems like personality, you know? But I don't know, I feel like I got a little sidetracked there. But the main point of all this is to say, hi, we're alive, more or less. Some of us missing some organs, some of us missing some brain cells, but in the end, we're still us, we're still here, we're still kicking, and we're still gonna be making content. As for what kind of content, I don't know, bro. You've got a little Stardew Valley here going down. It's just me playing mindlessly, going through my little daily routine with Iris, who is one of our characters from Hilly Oasis. I made her in the game because I wanted to, because she's my little rainbow princess. I want to do some more Stardew Valley stuff because this game has just, like, captivated my heart. I want to do some more, like, multiplayer stuff. We actually have multiple computers now, and we have the ability to film that kind of stuff. Multiple mics, recording software, not so much, but we can make it work, we can find a way to do it. I'd love to do some, like, Borderlands stuff, I'd love to do some Bioshock stuff, maybe Overwatch if we could find a way to make that happen. I want to get a wider range of, like, video game genres in there, because so far we've had nothing but Five Nights at Freddy's, which is a great game. I still have a pretty strong love for that game all in all, but there's very few people who can make that kind of video interesting, and I don't know if we have that skill set. And on that note, I don't know if we'll be revisiting it. We might. I don't know. I don't know what the future holds. If there's a demand between the 7 of you for that to come back, who knows? We might bring it back. But for the most part, we're just gonna kind of keep on surviving. I'm looking into getting an artist table at Indie PopCon, which should hopefully be super cool. So if you're going to be stopping by there next year, I don't know what table I'll have yet, because I haven't bought it yet, but I'll hopefully have a table there. So you should drop by and see me and say hi and buy my stuff. Almost said the shit word, but I can't do that because this is a family-friendly channel. My mother watches these. She doesn't love me. But all things aside, we're still gonna be here. It might be a couple more months till we're able to get regular content out, but this channel's not dead. This dream isn't dead. We're gonna keep on fighting for this. I'm gonna keep on fighting for this. And I don't know. I don't really have much to say at this point. I'm just kind of rambling, which there's nothing bad with rambling. There's a couple bad things with rambling, but I mean, I don't know. I don't really know where I want to go from this. Except for to say that whoever you are listening to this, whether I know you in real life or don't, which isn't really too great of a, chance of that, but who knows? Who knows? Whoever you are, I'm proud of you. Because this past year or so has been such a test on me and on the people around me, and I've lost a lot of people, and I've seen a lot of people lose others, and I've almost lost myself, and everything has just been so hard. All innuendos intended. You're welcome, Patrick Bow Wow. But where I'm going with this is that the older you get, the more you realize that life isn't easy. There's nothing easy about existing, and you kind of always get a grasp on that getting older, but there's this one point I think that everybody hits where you just kind of realize just how awful everything can be, And I just kind of hit that recently, and I feel like Lindsay and Lizzie just kind of hit that too. Just like that kind of barrier where you're like, this doesn't get any easier, does it? You just kind of realize that there's not going to be some point when you hit adulthood and you suddenly realize what you're doing and how you're going to do it and all that. You just kind of realize at some point that you're probably going to feel this useless and immature and hopeless forever. And it's kind of an exhausting feeling, I gotta be honest. It knocks the breath out of you, and not in a good way. But I think the main point of being an adult is learning how to move on past that point. Is learning how to take that sudden flux in energy and motivation and go, okay, this is the way things are going to be. I don't know if that's ever going to change, but I'm going to make that decision to keep on moving anyway. And I had to make that call lately. I've known a lot of people around me have had to make that call as well. That decision that they're going to keep on fighting. And it's hard. And I've seen a lot of people decide not to make that decision. And that's a really hard thing to watch. But I think in the end, no matter how hard it seems, no matter how much you feel like you're alone in that, you can still do it. And that sounds, silly, because I don't know you. I don't know what you're going through. I only know what I'm going through, really. As close as you can ever get to a person, you're still never going to be able to fully comprehend them as a whole. You're never going to be able to wrap your head around who they are and what they think and what they feel. They can give you, the in-depth player guide, but in the end, you're still only left with your own experiences. You're the only thing that you've got a full grasp on in life. And, I don't know, I'm getting into some deep shit here, but I just want you to know that even if I don't understand what you're going through and the struggles you have to face and the life you have to live, I'm proud of you for doing it. It's not easy being alive. I don't think it's ever gonna get easy. But for every awful thing there is in the world, there's also, puppies and chocolate and video games and really cheesy horror movies and all kinds of good things. And as crap as time can be, as crap as life can be, there's always those good things to balance it out, And I don't know, if you're struggling with things, if you feel like good things don't outweigh the bad, as someone who is still fighting through to an extent, but who fought through the bad stuff, something awful, it does get better. It is worth fighting for. It doesn't feel like it a lot. There's definitely still days I sit down and I wonder whether or not I should even bother anymore. Maybe I should, not get out of bed and stop breathing and just kind of go on and see what happens afterwards. But it does get better. And it's going to keep on getting better. Even after you've hit that mark where it's like, wow, things aren't as crap as they used to be. Maybe this is, what better is. It's going to keep on getting better from that. I'm at a point where I feel hopeful for the future. And I always, everybody always feels hopeful for the future, but it's kind of really hit home just how much of a chance I have at, continuing to exist outside of the life I currently know, as weird as that sounds. And it's just kind of, I know that even if it feels better now, I know it's going to be even better later, even if it feels like I've kind of hit that pinnacle I was always working towards. And I don't really know where to go word-wise from that. I'm not good with words, man. I work in art and self-depreciating jokes. I'm not meant for all that cheesy feel-good nonsense, but I'm rooting for you. That's the main thing I was trying to say with all of this, and I've said it. There we go. Happy birthday. So I don't know. This has been the update video. I'm gonna see when we can line up schedules with Lizzie working a full-time job and me working 5 part-time jobs, and Lindsay with all her school and not dying because she's missing multiple vital organs. It's kind of been hard to get together and do things, and when we do have the time to get together and do things, we just want to exist and catch up and get to know each other again, because it's been like 5 months since we last saw each other, and there's never enough time. But we're gonna try and get together and get some more done, and we're gonna make this happen. So I don't know, keep your eyes out for whatever we've got coming next. I don't know what it'll be. It'll probably be something chill, just to kind of get back into the swing of recording and bouncing off each other commentary wise and that kind of thing. But it should hopefully happen soon. And I'll try and edit some of the old content we have. Keep in mind when it comes out, if it comes out, that one, the audio quality is going to be crap because it was using an old mic and old recording equipment. And we have a better mic now. We have multiple mics. And our recording equipment's the same, but we're working towards fixing that. So we're slowly making upgrades in the quality department. But yeah, so just keep an eye out for that. If it's anything Battle Block or Five Nights at Freddy's, chances are it's old, and you'll be able to tell, but I'll do my best with the editing magics to make it something semi-decent and enjoyable to watch. And with that in mind, I'll catch you guys all hopefully sometime soon. So rock on, folks. See you later.